Brad, we're 2 days after the Yardley game and 2 days before the Holyport game now in another busy schedule. You weren't at the game Tuesday. You were going to be, but you weren't. How's everything?
Yeah, it's okay, mate. Just want to say thank you to all the people that have reached out for me. It's been brewing the last couple of weeks. Just my personal life. It's not in the greatest shape at the moment. Around my little boy, but everyone that I've spoken to knows that, and even Massey on Tuesday knows that. So, we always use football as a release. I say that to the lads in the changing room, in the training ground, wherever. You use football as your release, and I wasn't in the right mind frame to take Tuesday's game, and I had to be at home with the family. So yeah, that was. But they're in a better place today, mate. Much better place today. Again, you use football as your release. I've come to training, or about to start training. So yeah, hopefully enjoyed tonight's session.
What has, not even just this week, but in general being a football manager in a part-time role, what has that taught you about balancing your own life and balancing this football role and how you should prioritise things?
It's hard, mate. It's very hard because any manager, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and it's hard. But yeah, your family always comes first, especially when it's part-time, with everything else that goes on with work and stuff like that. But when you have family issues or whatever it is, your family always comes first. But like I said to you a few weeks ago, Chaz, the prioritising, family prioritises, but I've got a supportive partner and allows me to do this role. It takes up a lot of time and I'm passionate about it. So yeah, when I am here, I've just got to make sure I enjoy it.
Well, it's glad that you're on the mend, and I'm sure everyone from the club wishes you well, and hopefully that it's positive going forward.
Yeah.
Let's focus on Tuesday then. You weren't there. You've watched, or you are watching the video back, and I'm sure you've heard a few words. What do you make of that as a whole?
It's hard because I was sat at home. I turned my phone off and I didn't want to know the score, and then I turned it on afterwards. It's like, and then I've spoken to a lot of people about the game before I've watched the video back, and I've had a chance to watch the video back today. And I must admit, I think it's been a bit of an overreaction, I must admit, from our own performance. If that's us at our worst, then good luck to a team when we're at our best. Because I thought the first half was okay. We didn't create nothing, but the final third we massively lacked. But I don't think they deserve to be 2-0 up. It was Charlie knows he should have done better with the first goal, and then we should have done better with the second goal. But that's all they had, and it's not like we created anything either. So I think on the basis of that, we should have gone in a draw and 0-0. I think from the players' point of view, it seemed to me that they were annoyed that we didn't create anything. And then, of course, it's a local derby, so they're up for it as well. And look, I'm not taking any credit away from Margate because they're a fantastic side, they're a good side. And I watched them against Milton, and they pulled Milton to shreds first half. And I told my lads, lads, it's going to be a tough game. They're a really good side, they've got a great manager, and he's done a really good job there, Massey. So, but yeah, watching it, mate, I haven't watched all the second half back yet, I'm only halfway through it. But from what I've seen so far, a lot of people said they had a lot more chances second half as well, but we had more of the ball. I was impressed with how composed we are at times with the ball, I've been asking for that composure of late. But look, if we'd have won Tuesday, mate, we'd have been top of the league. I think, people seem a little bit too down at the moment. We're not bottom of the league struggling, we're doing well. I think the real performance where we deserved to lose, and we were not at it at all, was Clevedon away in the FA Cup, because they're a really good side, they're top of their league, absolutely creaming it. And on Saturday we got away with one against Wokingham, and that's it. We're having a good season, mate. So there's no point to be too emotional about it.
Let's just go back to about the making chances and putting chances away. It was a problem in a couple of games, the Clevedon at home game, the Burnham at home game, Burnham away, and now Tuesday night. What does that come down to though? Is it just finishing, or is it personnel?
No, I think it's personnel. We've been hit with quite a few injuries, and so has every team. You can't use it as an excuse, but it is a factor. Your top goal scorer's not there, Cameron's not there. The injury to Reece has affected us. Even though I thought we played some good stuff on Tuesday, first half in spells. But of course, he's been arguably one of our best players this season, so that's affected. And then we've had a lot of injuries this year. Latham already has played with 7 centre halves or whatever it is. So we've struggled to have stability, and so has other teams. I speak to Matt, and I know he's had a lot of injuries with the goalie situation. They've had like 4 different goalies. So it's what you have to deal with at this level. And at the moment, we're just trying to find a solution, mate. You know, our front three didn't offer us what we wanted to offer them from what I've watched on Tuesday. And it hasn't happened in previous games either, not just them three and other attackers that we've had on. So, you know, and that's not just the attackers. Going forward, we need to have a little bit more, create a little bit more. But like I said, it's no time to panic.
When looking at stability and consistency and building the momentum, how does that differ your team choice and trying to keep the bulk of the 11 the same when you've got to change a fair few if you're not scoring goals?
It's, at this level, Charlie, it's hard to keep players happy because you've got to factor in they're not full time. So even if the 11 that you pick are playing outstanding, you still got to keep the lads that are in the squad, you know, on the bench or that are left out. You've got to keep them happy as well. So it is a hard job. It is a hard job, but yeah, that's my job to keep the momentum. I think the momentum's been a little bit low lately, but it happens. Every team in the world has this, no matter what level you're playing at, has this. So it's my job and the staff's job to lift the morale a little bit. We're going to lose football matches. But yeah, the lads that start on Saturday, they've got to show and have their hunger and take their chance.
It's all about moving forward, never looking in the past. Holyport, the visitors, they got a good result midweek against Wokingham, away from home. What do you make of that coming into this weekend?
Yeah, I see the Wokingham manager's left today, hasn't he? So seems, yeah, Holyport have nailed it, put a nail in their coffin. I don't really know much about them, to me, but knowing about this league it's really open, so it's going to be another game, but that's going to be tough. But we're at home, you know, we're at home, we've been good at home, we've only lost one. So, yeah, bring it on, basically.
And team selection, injury, suspensions, where are we with that coming into this weekend?
Still got a few injuries away, mate, you know, and that is affecting us. So Kyle's still got a knee injury. Fraser's now back, and I don't think he's 100%, but he's now back. Ferks is still a little bit away. You know, obviously Reece is the long-term absentee, and you know, hopefully Cowan will be back soon. Fingers crossed. So yeah, but like I said, Charlie, it's a squad game. So the lads that are there, we've still got more than enough quality. We just need to find the solutions going forward in the final end.